I did earlier go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT what the specific thing that I put into ChatGPT was I said, recommend me a 7-stock portfolio for a new dividend investor. It replied with, I'm sorry, I'm not able to recommend specific stocks or portfolios for the market. And it gives me 5 odd reasons why I shouldn't invest. But I did reword it a little bit and I asked it, what are the top 7 dividend investment stocks for a new investor? And what I'm going to ask you is, what do you think is number 1?
I have an idea, but I think top of my list would be one that I know is on yours. So am I on the wrong track there then?
You're on the wrong track, yeah, definitely. Go on, what do you think is the number 1 dividend stock according to the best AI system that's out there at the moment?
Thing is, it hasn't had access to the internet. Yeah, I was going to say, it hasn't had access to the internet for a few years, so I assume we this could be something that we're not... that's not going to immediately jump out at us. So I don't know. I'll go on Microsoft. Why not?
I love it. Microsoft nowhere near. That's pretty good. But Procter & Gamble, number 2. Well done, Steve. I like that. It's very good. Because what you got to do here, which I've noticed, is you haven't got to assess the how good or brilliant the company is. You've just basically got to think what's mentioned the most on the internet and then just like work it back that way. Johnson & Johnson makes it at number 1, and I only guessed that one myself because I see it all the time. But yeah, it was probably a toss-up between the two. However, I went on and I asked it, what are the 7 best stocks for new investors? So this is all round in general, not just dividend stocks. Tell me, what do you think is the number 1 stock on the stock market according to ChatGPT?
It's not Tesla, is it?
No, it's not Tesla. That surprised me. Not even on the list. Very good. That's good.
Google.
Oh.
Google makes it into number 5. What I'll tell you is number 1, we've already mentioned it today, and Steve W said it was really obvious as well. Being Amazon.com is number 1. Number 2 is Apple. I think everybody knows Apple already. Number 3, go on, give me number 3. Can anyone guess it? It's quite hard.
Netflix.
Is it Meta?
It's Berkshire Hathaway. Better for Facebook comes in at number 4, number 5 Google, number 6 Microsoft, and number 7 probably doesn't really surprise me here. I'm wondering if this thing is just giving me the top 7 list by market cap here, because number 7 is Visa. I'd have to go through and check that to check that ahead, but they're basically giving me the top 7 by market cap there, I think.
Could have done. Maybe a few years ago, yeah.
But what do you reckon? Do you think ChatGPT is giving you a good starter investment list there?
I've heard worse. I've definitely heard worse from people. I'd be interested to know what ChatGPT says about it. I mean, it's a fairly undiversified outfit compared to what Steve and I were offering, to be fair. It's all US. It's all quite big. It's all sort of tech or tech adjacent, I think. So if I were starting out with an investment, I would worry about running headlong into that lot. But I've heard worse ideas. They're all solid businesses.
It says here that they are the 7 top
missing
stocks
Aston
that are
Martin.
often recommended due to new investors for their stability and potential from growth. And it also adds at the bottom there, it's important to note that past performance of a stock does not guarantee future results. Blah, 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 blah. Do not endorse. Diversification is key. It says here that diversification is key, but then it's offered me 7 stocks which aren't particularly diversified at all. On the top dividend stocks, you've got Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, AT&T comes in at 4th, probably not one of the better ones. PepsiCo at number 5, Walmart at 6, and Intel Corporation at 7, which is probably a good turnaround play, right? That is Steve D's nightmare portfolio.
Yeah, that's an avoid.
Love it. So yeah, I would say either of those 2 portfolios would be quite happy to own, if I'm honest with you. In my own personal investing, I would tweak them a little bit. But if you were going to go straight out, there you go. Just go to ChatGPT in the next couple of weeks, ask it what to invest in, and it'll tell you. It'll give you a reasonable portfolio.
Do you think if it gets acquired, it will just say buy Microsoft all the time?
Well, I was wondering that. I did wonder. I was wondering little things if there were little things in here, because I've got something here which I asked it earlier. I asked it to do its own review of ChatGPT using the ChatGPT thing, and it just said it was the best company ever. It said it was perfect at writing. It was never wrong. Microsoft was awesome was one of the big things that it did say, and I was a bit like, oh right, okay. I haven't actually got it on my list here. It must have been in a different time, but yeah, it was quite funny when I asked it that earlier. I've been playing with this all day and asking it all sorts of different things.